tagging me about the school shooting. We already knew it was coming. We just didn't know where or what. But we knew it was coming.
That's right.
Okay? This ain't nothing new for us. They're going to do it, and that's because Valentine's Day is a festival called Lupercalia. Lupercalia is a festival of death and murder. So they told you it was Valentine's Day, but it's not. Valentine's Day is a day that's set aside to represent murder. And that's a fact. It's called the festival, and it goes from 2/13 until 2/16. And we warned you about 2/16, which is the number 612 backwards. And when we warned our people in advance about 2/16, 6/12, 2/16 being the day Black Panther, the movie, came out, we realized that it was exactly 612 days from the other shooting in Florida, which was against the gays. Pulse, remember that Pulse nightclub shooting where they shot up all the homosexuals in the club? Now notice the trick. The shooting that happened on, y'all got me doing this here. The shooting that had took place on Valentine's Day, which was the one we're talking about, was the shooting at Florida, right?
That's right.
Now listen to this. That was on Valentine's Day, the day of the what? Heart.
Yep.
612. What number did we tell you to look out for?
612.
2/16, 612. 612 days before that was the shooting at Pulse. Heart, Pulse. They do riddles, but watch this. Then I looked at the date of that Pulse shooting, and it was 12/6. They do everything by these numbers. It is no coincidence. You can call it a conspiracy theory. I call it conspiracy facts because numbers do not lie.
Amen.
I'm not going to go all the way into it, but you need to get our videos on Warfare Wednesday. Every Wednesday we go in. And I mean, we go in on all these shooters. When Rick Ross, y'all better don't miss it this week. Last week I had to go. My grandmother took sick. And Deacon Jamal and myself had to go to her bedside. But I'm telling you this. The Lord willing, we'll be on this Wednesday. Everybody saw it. Some of y'all don't know who Rick Ross is. Saw he was in the news, found unresponsive. You wait till I show you how that happened. He absolutely was not really sick unto death only. And if he was, listen to me, if he was, then even that was put on him. It was staged. They do these events for a certain reason. He's a Mason. He's a Freemason.
That's right.
And he's a professed Mason. And everything he does is through me. He got a song called Freemason with Jay-Z on it and John Legend, who are also Masons.
That's right.
Jay-Z's a Mason. That's why his daughter's named Blue Ivy, and he got the blueprint and the blue pill.
That's right.
Blue, 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 because that's the color of Masons. You wouldn't name your daughter blue for no reason.
That's right. Got to mean it.
Hey, from the hood. You don't name our daughters blue.
That's right.
And his album, Blueprint, Blue Pill, Blue Chip,
Blue Magic song.
Blue Magic.
Yeah.
You need to know what those things mean, and some of this won't make no sense to you until you listen to what we teach. We give you the real scoop. You know the guy called and told me or came to the barber shop and told me? An older man looked at me, he said, if you live to see next year, you'll be blessed. That's what he told me. I said, man, let me tell you what I told my church. The devil been told me he was going to kill me. I said, if he don't hurry up and do it, I'm going to die of old age. I ain't worried about no devil.
Amen.
I ain't no coward.
That's right.
I ain't no sucker.
That's right.
When the Lord told me to preach, he told me to preach. And if it's the truth, I got to tell my people. I don't know who else ain't going to hear it. I'm going to tell them. The Masons, the real Masons, control this world. I'm not talking about the ones that we grew up around here, our parents and grandparents. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the powers that be. Are you listening?
That's right. That's
Okay? They are Masons and they are connected. Yes, sir. Then we got to go. Now, y'all helped me up today. I didn't hold y'all. Don't go telling people, Pastor Rob, keep y'all in church all day. Y'all did this. Yes, sir. Say that again. AR-15 assault rifles. Come on. So what they do to get the gun laws, and let me just say this to you. Young man, I salute you. Deacon Shay said salute.
Right.
I salute you. And let me tell you why. Because you got more brain than 98% Lord, in that way. You know what? I'm not even going to feed that monster. You're very, very intelligent. You keep on studying. Just because you know that don't make you smarter than your parents. Let me clear that up. But I want to commend all of my young people for y'all's Now, let me say this. How many of y'all have ever heard, now, Sister Matt, your daughter going to know about this. Well, she probably would. I don't know if y'all would know. In the UK, there was something called the Doon Blaine Massacre. Have anybody ever heard of that? 1996? He done got the date. The March what? 13th. The Doon Blaine Massacre, which was the greatest mass school shooting of first graders in the history of the UK. That one shooting made them take the guns, change all of the gun laws in the UK. What you just said, young man, is exactly true. They create chaotic situations so that they will have an excuse to pass over these fake laws. Now, let me tell you this. Let me tell you what's so funny about how I love information. What number I told y'all to look out for with those shooters that time? 612, right? From 1996, March the 13th, you just heard the man give y'all the date. From that shooting, which was in 96, until this one, was exactly 6,012. That's a coincidence? 6,012, was it 6,012 days? 6,120, pardon me, which is still 612. Zero has no value. Now, how could all of those be exactly 612s all apart? There's no way. We're running a pattern. We're showing you there's a, when they do detective work, the first thing they look for are patterns. There's no, now, what are they doing? First of all, let me explain this to you. They're never going to take all the guns from the people here. I don't believe they will. The reason why I don't think they will is because they say that there's 4 guns to every American. You know how many guns that could be? For every person here, they say there's 4 guns out there. So now you got all the registered, you got all the dirty guns, got people got guns buried, people, grandmas fell asleep with guns hidden in the attic, you got guns underground, you got guns everywhere, right? You will never be able to take all the guns. So what you do is you place the laws to put a squeeze on who can have them, okay? I don't believe that the day will come when they're going to knock on your door and say, give us your gun. I believe what they're hoping for is for us to say, please take these guns. Our children can't suffer no more. The truth, and don't y'all get mad at me when I tell y'all this. This stuff really ain't as bad as they're making it. Right. That sounds crazy. I know. It ain't like the racial tension and all that. It ain't really that bad. When you go in a restaurant, man, I sat one time, not too long ago, I sat up in one of our hibachi places and sat by me and a whole bunch of white folks, man. We had the best time of our life. It don't be that much tension like they're making it. I found out that the real truth is black and white people getting along so fine that we got the highest rate of mixing. That's right. But they don't want us to get along. They want to create chaos out of division. They want us to hate each other and think that this. Listen, the Black Panther movie, I'm going to go over it on Wednesday. Don't miss it. So y'all can stop. I don't want nobody at the Word Church walking around ignorant. Y'all let them be ignorant. That is not a movie for us. If you want to go see it, I did. I took my son last Saturday. Finally, I did it late. I'm late. Whatever. Now, I took him to go see it. I'm coming, sis. I took him to go see it because I wanted to see what he was seeing. And when he went, we looked at it, and I said, well, if you like Marvel Comics, if you do, then I guess it would be a good movie. But if you're looking for some spiritual message of hope for black people, you are sadly mistaken to check for anything that comes from something that was created by Marvel Comics and Walt Disney. First of all, anything that passes through them, they are Zionist Jew-owned. They don't let movies hit the box office and make it unless it's something they approve of. Right. They're never going to approve of something that's going to pick you up. Get that, number one. How many of y'all saw the movie? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but I'm going to give you some quick remarks, and I'll go into it later. Here it is. The movie was a joke. Now, it was a good movie for those that like the value of entertainment. But if you're looking for a message, it was a joke. The Black Panther is a sellout. The Black Panther is a coon. Yeah. He is not a hero. Yeah. Y'all can put him as y'all default picture. He won't be mine. Yeah. When I was in there eating popcorn, I told my son, he's a sucker. Don't go for that son. He's a sellout. That's what I told my son. Killmonger believed in saving all black people, not just the ones in Wakanda, which, by the way, Wakanda don't exist in Africa. Wakanda's in South Dakota. Did you know that? And it's spelled one letter different. And the reason why is you need to know the real idea of what's going on in Wakanda and what they want you to believe is that everything is out there, but the real treasure is right here. And they want to keep you out of it and keep you thinking that the dream is somewhere in Africa. The dream is not in Africa. And let me tell you this, most of y'all black folks didn't come from Africa. So stop letting them tell you that lie. You didn't come from Africa. You wasn't brought here on a slave ship. That's another lie. You were here already. The people that they call Indians were black folks. Won't you stop being silly? Every time you talk to somebody, you say, you know, I got an Indian in my family.
Yeah, keep trying to claim that.
The Atlantic slave trade, half of the story they told you about it didn't happen. Half of it. Did you hear what I just said? I know this is a little deeper than what y'all can handle. I'm telling you that the people we call Indians, when the Freemason Columbus got here, he was a Mason. He was a thief, a robber, a rapist. He was a devil.
That's right.
When he got here, they made a mistake and landed here. When he landed here, he saw the people we thought he was an Indian, and he called them Indians.
That's right.
The people that were here were people of color.
That's right.
That's what you need to know. So not everybody came on a ship from Africa.
Not everybody. That's right.
Okay? There's a good chance that most of your family heritage is right here. They don't want you to know that because they don't want you to know that you got first right even to this place anyway. Not to mention you built it.
We got to look at the white folks, some of the white folks that are benefiting from reservations and things of that nature.
Absolutely. When you say you're a Washington Redskin, what are you? You are Washingtona. If you look at the mascot was never a redskin. It was a dark man. Go look it up. The logo is a Washingtona, and we call them Indians, but it was a Washingtona Native American. They were here first. Wake up, y'all. Okay? Stop running off. You know what? Y'all done sent me stuff. I done got so many inboxes where y'all done sent me. The preachers are now doing series on Sundays called Wakanda.
Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, that's stupid.
I'm in a new space where I leave preachers alone a little bit. But one of the preachers right here in Richmond done photoshopped his face and put his face on the dude on Black Panther. And he's doing a teaching series about the king in Wakanda. Jamal Bryant is doing a teaching series called Wakanda. What else they gonna do? They been ran out of stuff to preach. They don't got nothing to preach. They get their sermons from sermoncentral.com.
That's right.
They steal them. They already made out. They just got to look at them and add a little flavor to it and cut the organ on, and then they tell you they preached.
Yeah.
Of course, they want you looking for Wakanda. Won't you wake up? Black people always want to dream or want something that don't exist. When y'all going to start living in reality?
Come on now.
Ain't no place called Wakanda. Get it right in Richmond. Always something stupid, and we got to go walk around, bouncing around, talking about I'm from Wakanda. Shut up. Get on my nerve. I hate to see how people being misled. If you like the movie, go look at the movie, enjoy the movie, and be quiet, man. Amen. Why you going to come back talking about this thing dealt with me, and I got black pride? You got your pride from a movie?
And one day.
A movie?
One day. Exactly.
Oh, we got to support black people. Well, show me Walt Disney is black people.
That's right. That's right.
Show me where Walt Disney is black people. Show me Walt Disney, the company, as being black people.
Okay. No.
And I'll show you a Jew with a long nose, pale skinned fake Jew that's making the money. Show me where Marvel Comics are black people. We supporting black people because it's all black. They gave them little black actors peanuts. Who you think coming away with all that money?
That's right.
Then when a black man come out with a real movie, you ain't going to see it. Cut it out. I know you ain't. I don't know about this church. You know now. I'm not going to let you be ignorant around me. I'm not going to let you be ignorant around me. If you like the movie, fine. Yeah. But don't try to find some spirit, draw some spiritual insight from some comic book. Ain't you tired of comic books?
The news.
Come on, who else? We got to go, y'all. Oh, Lord. And Sister Demi, all the way from Maryland, Warfare Wednesday, y'all.
Call of Duty. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
Call
Sister.
of Duty.
Y'all, we got to do better than that. All the way from Warfare Wednesday, she shared her testimony. I said, that look, profile picture's something else. Everybody got filters. So when I don't see dog ears and a nose, I don't know if I'm looking at the right person or not. But go ahead, sis. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's another aspect. Now, am I certain about that? I don't know. But that's interesting. That's interesting. Right. No, that's interesting. And I'll look into that too. It's very much possible. Believe me, we don't run out of nothing. That's my only problem with that. They'll tell us that whenever we run out of something, we just go take it. Since when do we start asking people for anything? That's my only problem with that theory. I mean, I'm with it. I think that's what they're going to sell. But my only problem is, since when do we start asking people for anything? This country is built on thieves.
That's right.
We ain't ever asked for nothing. Everything we got, we stole.
That's real.
But I'm with you, and now you got me wanting to look into that. And I'm glad to have you today, by the way. Amen. Who else I saw? Quickly, we got to go. Yes, ma'am. All of it. It is all of it a distraction. Now you're going to get the teacher guns. Now you want the teacher to duck the guns you claim the kids shooting at them with. And then we want the teacher to carry a gun. How much you going to pay these teachers to do all of that? They can't teach. They got to carry a gun. Teacher got to come in class with a Tech 9. Brother Gabriel, yes, sir. Not a little, but then they're going to have something to say. They ain't going to do that. Y'all don't worry about that. Uh-huh. Now, Gabriel, you're almost saying something that's really good. I'm telling you. Go back and look at the eyewitness children that said, we thought it was a drill, and they told us they were going to shoot blanks. The girl actually said that. Did you know that? She actually said that one of the people, and they trying to get them out of there, said, we thought it was going to be a drill because anytime they do it, what I always tell y'all, look for drills. They do it around the drills. She said, we have been having drills all day. That's what they said. So we thought it was, she said, at first we thought it was a joke because, it wasn't real because we had already had these drills during the day. But anyway. Listen, she might got a point. Some teachers I would hate to see with a gun.
My gym teacher, everything.
Gym teacher, everybody got a gun.
Everybody shut up.
Yeah, but all that's going to do is create more of that. Listen to me. There has to be some. Come on, y'all.
Parent-teacher conference is going to be off the chain.
They want teachers to sign a contract saying they'll protect the children. And they'll get in front of the gunshot. Well, my thing is, then you ought to stop paying the football player $1 million and give it to the teachers.
That's right.
They ain't going to do that, though.
That's right.
We'll let a man bounce a piece of rubber up and down and slam it in a hole and give him $1 million. But the people that's supposed to be educating our children, we give them whatever little bit we got left over. I tell you, this nation is hypocritical, man. I don't have nothing for this. This nation is of the devil. And that's because they don't want your teachers to teach your children. They don't want it. Talk to any of the older teachers. And the older teachers will say this to you straight up, I don't know what they're doing there. Talk to them. That's what they're going to tell you. They don't know what they don't even teach. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. They're going to shoot them out of fear. Yeah. That's why they're scared of. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you this. That's another thing. I mean, you put a teacher, man, I had a teacher so old, man. She ain't lifting no gun, man. And so a little fourth grader beater took the gun from the teacher, turned everything on that kid. Listen, let's leave it alone. Because you know what? Here's the problem. They want us to even get into this.
Yeah.
When it becomes a thing where we almost arguing about like, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, this is what they want, y'all. Yeah. Chaos and fussing about this, what this going to happen. Let me tell you something. This stuff is pre-planned. It's contrived. It is fake. And I'm telling y'all, they want things to look worse than what it really is. How did we get on this 40 minutes ago? Somebody brought up about they're going to do a walkout. Y'all do what you want. Parents, your pastor is saying, ask yourself a question. My grandma, 90-something years old, she said this to me the other day on the bed. She actually said this, and it makes so much sense. It's few words, but it was wisdom. She said, before you do anything, think. I know that sounds so simple, but we don't do that. If you're going to walk out to school, I need y'all to take a moment before you decide to do that and think, what will it accomplish? If you can show me where it's going to help something, because the truth is, nobody going to say it, I'm going to say it. I would have probably walked out to school too if I was still at high school. You know why? I like anything that had to do with some riffraff to get out of class. I was one of the ones that they was going to march apart. I'm going to be right there in the front. I'm going to be the one talking about, it would be you in front of the camera running. I'm that dude. I'm the dude that if it's going to be on the camera, I'm going to be in the front talking about, you know, I'm that dude. So if this is going to mean we can get out of class for 17 minutes, I'm all for it. But as a parent, now I got to think for my son who can't think like my mom and dad had to think for me. I don't see what is going to benefit. Sit-ins, all this marching, it don't do anything. When are y'all going to learn that? Black folks especially, stop doing that. How long y'all going to march?
We ain't the ones shooting up the school.
That's another thing, according to them.
That's the main thing.
According to them.
It don't happen in our school.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir, we wait till we get home and then we shoot. We don't shoot at school. Come on. What's that? Them days over. Ain't gonna be no more discipline. The parents can't even touch the children. You know the teachers ain't gonna touch it. Amen. Nowadays the children whoop the parents. That's it. That's a fact. That's it. It's over for rules. It's over for discipline. Can't nobody say nothing to nobody, kids. So that's what we ask for, and that's what you get. The Bible said when they picked the king, they had to deal with what they picked. God let you deal with your own picking. Now we got to close after these two. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, well, all of that will have to be, you know what I'm saying? And oh my God, it just makes my head hurt thinking about what they're doing to our people, man. It's sick. It's a sick agenda. It don't make sense, sis, because you're right. It don't make sense. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. So you're saying that the police, FBI is across from Brooklyn? Oh, let me tell you this, and I'm not putting no fear in you. But let me tell you this. Please, you got God with you, so this ain't nothing against you. The ones that got the police right there are the ones that I would look for first. When I'm out, let me tell you something. Did you know in every city, y'all didn't pay attention? Wherever you see a police station, you see the Mason headquarters right around the street or on the same block. I don't care where you go in any state. You see, think about 9 Mile Road. You see Dab's house, yep. And then you got the Masonic home on 25th Street. You see the police station on 25th, the ABC store, and then right down the street you see the big Masonic temple. The reason why you always see Masonic temples right there by the police is because the police are a Masonic organization, which is why they wear black and blue. Do you understand? It's a fraternal order. Police are Masonic created. They're Masonic Freemasonry at its root. They come from something called constables. You ever heard that term? A constable were the people who kept bulls in the stable. So their job was to keep animals in the fence. Yeah. Police are to keep the animals in the fence. We are the animals to them. Constables. Okay? And it was based around Baal, which is Freemasonry. It's all Baal worship. That's why when you go to court and the judge is wearing the black and blue robe, if you are in trouble, you got to pay who? Baal. You pay Baal, the bailiff. Huh? And hope that he can bail you. And you get a Baal. It's all Baal worship. Freemasonry. God told us about Baal. And we just read and say the things, don't even know what we're saying. All police have been created. That don't mean all police are Masons. That don't mean all policemen are bad. I'm saying that the organization, just like schools. School is a Masonic built organization. That's why you go to class at the sound of a bell. That's why you wear a square mortarboard on your head. You know that head when you graduate that's made like a diamond? Why would you put a square on your head? You ever just ask that? What does that have to do with anything? That square is the same symbol of the Masons, the diamond. It's called a mortarboard. Mortar is what you deal with in masonry and building. So what is masonry? Building, the G of the Masonic geometry inside of the Masonic compass. The Masonic compass is that diamond. You know what I'm talking about, the symbol of the Masons? That's called the Freemason compass. It's the two angles, 23.5 here, 23.5 there. That equals 47. That's why Rick Ross got an album called Freemason, and it's exactly 4 minutes and 7 seconds long. You still think it's a coincidence. And Jay-Z is going, The Rock. And you think it's all a joke. He's a Mason. And you need to know that these are the people that control your classroom. They don't want you to learn. They're not trying to educate your children. They just want your children to become productive robots. They don't want them to own nothing. They definitely want them to become good workers, never to be entrepreneurs. They don't train them to be entrepreneurs. They train them to go to school and go to college. Because if you go to college, you can get a whole lot of degrees and end up still not finding something to do in your field. And owe them thousands of dollars on something you don't even use a lot of the time. Not all of the time, but a lot of the time.